that song and 2 other songs just wherever you please in your car. And we have a couple other songs we just recorded videos of. There's some rough video on the website, but some fresh, slightly more pro videos are coming supposedly at the end of this month, according to the tech that recorded them for us. So we sure appreciate you taking the time to come on out to the tomato tasting. Look at all those bags over there. All those brown bags filled with treasures. So we're going to sing a song about treasures. So Shira, you've been to the yurt, so you know what a yurt is. Some people don't know what a yurt is. It's kind of like a circus tent, but you live in it. So we had to sell our house and move to a circus tent in order to be able to do more gardening and ranching. It's not really a circus tent, but it has sort of that general look to it. You've been to the circus tent, haven't you? Yeah. So it's got all the amenities like running water and elephants. Insulation, I was going to say. So anyway, but this song is about making that move. It was a big move for us. Oh, don't you see that dove that flies from vine to vine, a mourning for his own true love, just as I have mourned for mine. Farewell, farewell. The green things growing. That's what I love about summer, is the green things growing. Winter's nice in its own little way. This song says winter's a little bit more like the blues, right? I like the blues. I play some songs that sound like the blues. But they're definitely different than, say, maybe some reggae, some happy reggae about don't worry, be happy or something like that. So this song, he wrote most of the chorus. And then I just gave it a couple little tweaks here and there. So I hope you like it. If you don't like it, Andrew's going to be very offended. So just don't tell him about it.
Down, ready to go to sleep, just sort of thinking about what sort of time that was. The song is called Night is a Time for Dreaming. And
when I was a kid, I always thought day was a time for dreaming. I did a lot of day.
Me too. Sometimes that's the only way to get ideas.
My dad dedicated the song Nowhere Man. by the Beatles, especially to me. You know the song? Nowhere Minute? Yeah. Okay. I thought that one fit me pretty well, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, white and harvest fields. That's actually a reference from John in the Bible, where Jesus says, "Look at all these fields; they're ready for a harvest, but nobody's out there harvesting." So it's good to get out there and harvest. God has lots of good things ready for you if you go and harvest. But yeah, in the meantime, we can dream. That's what the song's about.
Get your song ready or not?
I should probably play.
He plays the saw at the end here, so if you never saw anybody play the saw, you will today.
I should definitely.
It's an acquired skill, I will say. I tried playing the saw. You can use it as a drum, or you can bow it. So,
Is the bow here?
it would have been interesting if we got to the end of the song where you're supposed to play the saw, and we would have seen him scurrying about like a little ant. A big ant, actually. He's as tall as I always wanted to be.
Dreaming, the day will make it real, as good as it was seeming, it now go fulfilled.
How far do you go there?
Night is a time for dreaming, tomorrow's day may bright, but when the sun is beaming, who knows what we will find. I wish sometimes it wasn't true.
Sort of like the sound. Oh, back away. All right. Let's do, I think we should do Roberts next. That's not good. King of Israel, promise of Solomon, the
David, King of Israel.
It's true. It's true.
No worries. I'm just getting some video
I'm really
of this.
bad at it, is what she's saying.
Well, Patty didn't fill out any.
And this one's pretty straightforward in the sense that it just says that I can't always keep up with my plans. I had some, but this year my dad helped me out. I had some pretty good turnouts for my garden plants, at least. Got a big squash. There's a picture of it over there.
Yeah, his Hobbit house picture is right there next to the little lawn girl with tomatoes. It's genuine Hobbit house with the plant is currently 20 feet by 50 feet. One squash plant. So, and that's conservative. It's still growing too. So for another week or so.
I was hungry to search out my way. I was thirsty for joy, but amusement. Father, I'm watching what you do, what you say. Loud or quiet, or still this employment. I've got my plans to be, I'll never keep through. I was ready to walk up the road. I was waiting with toys in my hand. What was my intrigue? What good had I sown? Would it raise me to...
It's called Calico Rock. It's about a fictional character from Arkansas who has figured that life is about more than dollar bills. And so the chorus, if you want to sing it with us, goes a little bit like, can you get your mind off your money? Or will your money get your mind? Can you get your mind off your money? Or will your money get your mind? Pretty simple, right? So feel free to sing that along with us if you can. Keegan knows we've done it without sound occasionally. So it's nice to have a guy at the helm of the ship, so we're not all just crashing into a rock somewhere. Is independence, right? When you know that you can grow, then you know you can eat. So that's always a good thing, right? It gives us a little freedom because we can feed ourselves. Born to a woman speaking of like, you know, thumbs or whatever, rather have a red neck than square feet. So I don't know if you've seen anybody with square feet, but a lot of people they try really hard to get more square feet in their house. That's kind of where that comes from. All right. This song's called Pulling You Through. You all know that the tomato is not a vegetable, right? We all knew that. The tomato is a fruit because it has seeds. So, but as a kid, I thought tomatoes were vegetables. Well, very young kid. I'm ashamed to admit, but anyway. So this song is, it really comes out of that feeling when you walk up to that tomato plant and the tomato is just not turning color, right? It's just green, green, green. So this song is a song about patience. And of course, lots of gardening aspects come into our lives over the years. And I think we realize that true love doesn't grow fast, right? True, genuine love is a product of time and trust and forgiveness, right? How many people have a relationship where nobody ever needs forgiveness? So good relationships are built on the backs of many, many apologies and forgivenesses and things like that, frustrations. In fact, the Greeks are very wise people, and they use the word for patience. I don't know if you know this, or heard of it. They use the word long-suffering for it. So that's what I think love is built on. We have to expect there's going to be a little suffering in any relationship, and that's what I tell my wife all the time, and that's worked very well. So, so this we brushed the cobwebs off of this song. This song has been in the closet for I don't know. We stored it there at least 14, 15 years, maybe somewhere there. It's called The Fruit of Forgiveness. And as it talks about seeds and clouds and showers and flowers. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This song is Believe It to See. It's also on the website, so go to mountainranchband.com if you want to listen to it any old time. The world in his hand. Not a cloud, only a couple clouds.
Looking good.
Totally warmed up.
I'm really enjoying you guys. You're
Well, thanks.
Everybody has a lot of.
What was your name again?
My name's Wayne.
Wayne. I'm Jeff.
I came down from Greeley. I've been part of the, when it was the tomato grower group 6 years ago. I just started to participate in Ruth Kenny Green. I just stayed a member.
Awesome.
And look, I think I'm the winner. Largest tomato.
Oh, it's
That's
looking
my tomato.
good. That's an accordion, isn't it?
That is an Amana Orange heirloom tomato.
Oh, never mind.
And it's 1 pound, 4 ounces.
Beautiful.
Before you do that, and the tomatoes, there's a sheet for writing down.
Yeah,
Wayne
he
is
is.
a winner.
I think he's got the winning one. You're
Well,
gonna take your
the
tomato.
largest one, so.
You're gonna take your tomato.
Well, I'll
one.
just leave it here if you think it'll be put to good use.
Oh,
Plenty.
growing these tomatoes for how long?
40 years.
And he's saving
71,
seeds the whole time. So this is really Wayne's tomato.
Whoa,
Well,
yeah.
Wayne's-
actually, my real tomatoes, I have a brandywine strain that I've
This
been-
isn't a brandy one.
No, this is an Amana Orange.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's an Amana Orange. It's still a very good heirloom, but my favorite is a brandywine, but I didn't bring one this year.
Amana.
They're 1 to 2 pounds, and I have a
Okay.
strain that's, people beg me for them, say they're better than chocolate. I'm
Well,
like,
save the seeds from this one, guys.
yeah,
We
seed-
sure
the
will.
seeds will regenerate through, and they grow 1 pound. This is a 20 ounce, 1 pound, it's 20.1 ounces.
There's the-
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Okay. There's some,
Yes, we have that many that were not.
okay, Diana, these are my friends Sharon and Bill up there, and then Mary Jo and Ron just came in.
Hey.
And this is Diana, who's, we've been the two doing this.
Oh, wow, you're doing a lot.
When we have the contest.
Oh, I brought some.
Don't open
Oh,
it.
just get it out.
Just keep yours.
And I brought some, I don't know what I did with it. Thank you.
Well, that was a very nice way to spend the afternoon.
Pretty good. I've got my picture ballot, so out there.
I'm getting some honey drop seeds.
On pilgrim feet, who stood in passion stress, a thoroughfare for freedom beat across the wilderness. You know this part? America, America, God mend thine every flaw. Confirm thy soul in self-control. Rest like me. My life was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see grace. 'Twas grace that taught us days to see God's grace. And when we first that the best things in life are things you have to wait for. So she sent one of her emails, I think yesterday, said the tomatoes are ripening so slow, and she put capitals, slow. And the opening line to this song is, genuine love grows so slow, where hurried impatience will never go. Hours in the ground, hours in the sun, instant turnaround is the devil's gun. We've got time to kill, and we've got self to blame for the lack of will and careless aim. Will you take the fruit of forgiveness? It's a little bit like a tomato. It's sweet once it sets. So, turn around. He's the devil's gun. Those days, old mills are grown in this soil. Never ever spare his life with these leaves. A body needs a cross from the toil, and there's no better place to keep. But you know, we've been learning good teachings at the home. That's to life, everybody. Hope to find it right time for 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the only one that's around here, and one of the purposes of this tomato tasting this year, but all years really, is to remind people about food sustainability and about the sources of food in our community, you know, which are really kind of limited around here, and to encourage people to grow some stuff. And most everybody here is a grower of something, and I think that's really important. The Grange this year wanted to remind everybody of food sustainability, personal resilience, and I forget the third one, but it has to do with community being able to come together. And so that's what we tried to do today. And I think that we succeeded. You know, this has been great fun. The music has been wonderful. Everybody, you know, a lot of people brought tomatoes and, you know, things that surprised me. And the food was great too. So thank you, folks, everybody. This has been real joy. It's been wonderful. For the best poem, we have Red Reward. And this is Wayne's, I think, isn't it? Yeah, this is Wayne's. Darkened dirt, water squirt, corner garden, sweaty shirt. Lots of sun, work is done. Eat tomatoes, lots of fun. Yeah, that was it. So he's the winner. He isn't here to accept, and so that money will go to Help and Hope. Okay? We'll write that on there. I wanted to read these other poems anyway, though, because we had the Basil, Ode to Basil, from Chris Mickelwitz at Farm Box. If you haven't been through their facility, they have these semi-trucks that have been turned into gardens, and they're vertical gardens. So you can go in there and walk down the middle and be totally surrounded with basil. If you love basil, that's a place to go. Knocks you out, boy. It's just, what an aroma. And this is an ode to basil. Basil wakes the tongue with flavored grace, green perfection with unique taste. It crowns caprese, tomatoes friends, and turns plain oil to magic. Amen. If Pesto's whirl, it sings of sun, a fragrant hymn when work is done. It mingles softly in Thai curry, or lifts fuzz broth with a muted flurry. Sweet yet sharp with whispers bright, it cools, it warms, an enticing bite. A leaf so small, yet bold enough to steer the heart of summer lives in basil here. Oh, that was nice. And here's Patty's. 7,200 feet, torments tomatoes, but I do it every year. That's the haiku. And this is Evan and Jeff. Yes?
Yeah.
A red tomato is a buck, unless the garden where you pluck offers more in just a bite than 1,000 store-bought might. All those dollars can't buy fresher, and nobody gets more pleasure waiting in a grocery line than strolling by a peaceful vine. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. So it was hard. There were many votes for all of those, but Red Rewards gets it, okay? The best photo, and we only have 3 here, and all got some, I think you've seen all of these, and the winner is the heirs' photo of their garden. Okay? They got 10 votes. Now, you also did a drawing here, so I don't think anybody voted on your drawing.
That's not really a drawing.
Tiny hands and soil so deep, planting seeds the earth will keep. Laughter grows where sunlight shines. Roots and love weave through the vines. Side by side we watch things start, a garden blooming in the heart.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's very nice. These, I've saved all the poems from all the years, and I think that finally this year I'll get around to putting them in a book because we have nice poems. Okay, so the heirs,
I yes, I
one
had
that,
it to
you
my
got
son.
that? Okay,
Picture
gave it
taken.
to the boss?
Well,
Second boss.
the second boss. Yeah.
The best painting is Patty's, because it was it.
Nice.
Yay.
Yep. This is
Nice.
Slow Taxi to Sedalia by Patty, which is very good.
What does that mean?
I don't know except
I think it's
that the kind of tomatoes got 4 votes. Early Doll got 1. Early Girl 2. Berkeley Tie-Dye 3. Beefy Purple 1. And the winner is Diana Jean Flom.
Oh, that's what I voted for.
Yes. So she gets the prettiest tomato.
Okay. Tastiest.
Now, Sue Jean here, somebody want to get her? She's over at the museum, I think.
I'll get her.
Hers is a Mulatska. I don't even know what kind mine is. I didn't bother to look because it was so ugly. But whichever, I'm going to say I won that one because I have 6 votes and she had 4. And mine goes to Help and Hope. My donation goes to
Which
Help.
tomato was yours, Terry?
The green one?
The green one?
Mine was, no, it's a green tomato,
Yeah.
and it's probably a mule team or a mortgage lifter, I'm not sure which, but it is really bad. The tastiest, Honey Drop had 2, Indigo Rose 2, Mulatska 6. Not only the ugliest, but the most good tasting. Chocolate Cherry had 4, and Berkeley had 1. So if Sue Jean is over there, she's the one who, she isn't?
She left.
Then should we take the second?
No.
Or should we Help and Hope?
Help it.
Help and Hope, okay.
Which tomato, Terry, see it again, which one?
Pardon me?
Who's the tastiest?
The tastiest was that Mulatska.
I didn't see
It
it.
had 6 votes. I had 2 of them.
Why do you have it in here?
And the others, Indigo Rose was a late entry, I think, and otherwise it was starting to pick up some momentum. And purpley tie-dye. Those were. The best recipe? Charred crostata, because I went to a lot of trouble, but the next in line was zucchini
Bites.
the zucchini, and those are Jared's.
Yeah, and
So-
Katie's. And Katie's.
And Katie's.
My
And
dad's
so
dad's
they
one.
won the last one, because
Where are they?
I was
Are
just donating charred crostata. Yep.
Best recipe.
And so we got some money for Helping Home. That's good. And that's it. Okay?
Heaviest.
Yep. And thank you for the tomatoes, because Diana, I think, had the most. Hers were abundant. I had like 1 or 2 things from
But I
this
had
one.
4 varieties, you had a lot of varieties.
But a lot of mine still aren't ripe. You guys, still, is that true for everybody? Okay.